Jumbo Shalom, Shalom tribe. Hope all is well, hope you good. The N word. We all know what the N word is. I want to talk about how the world views it, how society as a whole uses it, and just overall my take on it. Right? So, we know that the N word comes from an ancient place. And it was spelled different than it's spelled now, but they're very similar, right? The nagas between the niggas, right? The ancient shit, and then the newer, cooned down version shit, right? The master created shit, right? On the plantation. To me, I don't associate it with this word because I don't view it as empowering or any of that shit. To me, I think that's just some ignorant, stupid shit that we need to get out our brain as melanated people. But this is my opinion. This is just my take. By all means, I'm not telling anybody how to conduct themselves and talk. But I think the world gets the wrong impression on melanated people when they feel like we all use this word. And they feel like we all conduct ourselves like this word. Now, when I was younger, real younger, my teenage, I used to use this word. But I didn't know what it meant when I was using it. And to me, this is a word, it's a dead word to me. It's just, it's done. In my opinion, I think it needs to be trashed and tossed away. I don't believe in this word anymore. I don't believe it holds any kind of positive power out to me. I associate it with negative things all around, but I know society is trying to adapt it as like friend or something, which is insane, you feel me? Because this word is not friend. Spelling this word differently doesn't mean shit. This word is offensive no matter how you look at it. No nation, no other nation should be using it. No Asians, nobody should be using it. And melanated people as well. I don't believe we should be using this. I believe we found our niche. I believe we found tons of words that uplift us and encourage us to be better. I think the word is socially changing because we're allowing it to socially change. I believe we're allowing it to affect us. We're the only group, we're the only nation, the only tribe that's okay with being disrespected by other nations while they laugh at us because we can't use derogatory terms on other nations. Even though it's not racism, it's still bad. Right? Because I use derogatory terms on other nations when they use it on me. So if you call me an N-word, I'm going to call you etc., dot, all that, and some more, right? So I think we should leave this word alone. That's just my opinion. I don't mess with this word. I don't even use this in my raps. You could go through all my tracks, and it's crazy. I don't associate this word with my raps. And some people notice that too. Now, when I do use this word, I use it to break down shit, use it to explain shit. Kind of like what I'm doing now, right? But I don't think we should be so quick to jump up and defend words like that. But I want to talk about another thing too. When people say, "How come you don't call out black on black crime?" I don't call that out because I see everybody in my hood killing everybody. I came from a diverse neighborhood where all nations is killing all nations. I got Mexicans in my hood killing other Mexicans. I got white supremacist groups killing other white supremacist groups that don't agree with each other's ideology. And if I mention a lot of these white supremacist groups, you'll probably know the names. They're real old, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know of them. But we have a lot of them out here. We have a lot of them in the state, and they kill the shit out of each other. But they don't call it white on white crime. Is how we treating each other in our neighborhoods a problem? Yes. We should be treating each other a lot better. But as far as that whole black on black crime shit, like that's a epidemic or some shit, like it's just astronomical numbers, right? Everybody's killing everybody in poverty. That's why it's called poverty. It's not called um, high class killing. It's called lower class for a reason. It's called poor for a reason. It's titled that for a reason. This is why we have different classes in Babylon because of shit like that. So that shit just it cracks me up when people think that it's just one nation that's just killing themselves off. Do we have a problem? Yes, but everybody has a problem. Like I just said, we're not the only ones killing each other. There's other nations killing each other. But also, I hear a lot of idiots throwing around racism, just like, you know, like a hooker on the street throw pussy. It's ridiculous that everybody equates you having an argument about something, about skin tone and classism, ethnic groups, that is racism. Just because you disagree on certain things or you give your point that a lot of people don't agree with, you're racist, you're right. Well, no. We're talking about systems, institutions that keeps a group down because of their hue. We're not talking about shit that you don't agree with and shit that you're disagreeing with. I don't care about that shit. See, a lot of people on social media, even real life, they have a hard time accepting what they're saying. So they create a false reality. Like racism doesn't affect me. Well, if you look around what's happening and it's the same people that you see on the screen, then I think it does affect you. It probably doesn't affect you on an individual scale, but it affects your people as a whole. And if you don't care about that as a whole, that's cool. You could just say that. Because, I mean, there's a lot of tap dancing. There's a lot of kissing ass on here. Everybody, love is love. Everybody agree with everybody on here. But not one person speaks up when these cops is killing. And I may not agree with how we conduct ourselves on a lot of things, but we fighting the best we can. And we doing what we gotta do. Because generations failed us in the past. So we have to make up for that. We're not laying down anymore. We're ready to get out here and start doing something. Action. Action. That's what my people need. Some action. No more talk. Action. Okay? Y'all be cool. Much love. Be safe out there. Shalom.